Hello YouTube! Welcome to my new channel. My name is Lexi. This channel is all about makeup. I'll be doing beauty tips. Here and there I'll be throwing in some hair and nails. But primarily I'm going to be doing makeup tutorials, talking about my case, my supplies, and things like that. So as a quick introduction, I worked with Aveda Salon products for 4 years in Ohio. I recently moved to Mississippi, so all of my products that I used at the salon had to stay at the salon. So I'm starting fresh. In the past, I have worked with, excuse me one second. Meet my monster as he sits on the floor and eats makeup packaging. Bad boy. Okay. Recently, like I said, moved, starting fresh. I have worked with Graftobian, I have worked with MAC, I've worked with RCMA. This time around, I am working with a little bit of everything. And to be quite frank, I am working with some drugstore products. I know a lot of people have issue with them. Also, there's a lot of people that have issue with MAC because they are not completely cruelty-free. So this channel, this tutorial is in no way saying, oh, go out and use only drugstore or go out and use only high-end. This is simply what works for me in the budget. So when you depod cheapies, which is what they are, they're cheap, you are seriously getting a wonderful pigmentation. So with that being said, I'm using cheap products. Some people will have an issue with that. My clients don't. When I have done freelance work in the past or just friends and family and things like that, I have used my stash of cheapies and I haven't had any problem with them. I haven't had any breakouts. I haven't had any poor pigmentation. So my disclaimer is finished. If you don't like it, I can understand. If you do like it, saving money, great. Here's your option. Okay, so these are, let's see, Crafter Square storage containers, and they come with 8. I purchased 2 of them from the Dollar Tree. $2. You can purchase them from MAC. You can purchase them from online suppliers. Amazon sells them. Camera Ready Cosmetics sells them. But you're going to pay roughly 40 to 60 cents per 1 jar. I paid $1 for 8. So I have 2 of those. I have 16. That way I can mix any, my hair's driving me crazy. I can mix any colors that I would like to get a certain pigment. Also, as you can tell, they snap on. Oops, where am I at? They snap on. They do not twist on. So it's important not to let these things fly loose in your cosmetic bag, your train case, whatever it is that you're using. They're pretty tightly snapped. I wouldn't so much worry about them falling off, but just in case, I like to store them in a makeup container, like a small plastic bin. Stack them in there. I keep checking on my dog. He's eating something, and I don't know what. But anyway, 16 of these is what I'm starting out with. I got for you guys today BLC4, which is the Pink Frost. BLC3, Luscious Wine. BLC8, and this is a really, really pretty brown color, Shimmer. BLC10, Sorbet, or Sherbet. Hear my dog whining over there. BLC1, Frozen Berries. Again, another really deep, pretty pigment. And then in the duos, I will just show you. This is the one that had the purple. I have, clearly, I threw the color packaging away. But I'll show you anyway. The gloss on this is just a pretty light pink. And then we have a nude, deep nude with just a plain old clear gloss. Okay, and then I have 3 more plain sticks. I have a BLC 12 Cherry Red, which is berry cherry, if you can't tell. I have the BLC 5 and berry ice. And I have a BLC 2 mauve glaze, which is definitely a hit. I've had this color before. So now, to the depotting. Okay, so let's get into the depotting process. You're going to need napkins. They're going to be your BFFs. Okay, so napkin, the little cuppy cup, and lipstick, an extra napkin for your fingers. There's a few different ways to do it. I'm just going to show you what works best for me. So I just need a portion of the napkin. Let's come down here. Okay. So gals, what I do is roll the lipstick all the way to the top. And I'm not one for scraping and peeling and doing whatever, so I grab it on both sides of the lipstick here with your napkin, grab it, and it just pulls right out. See how clean that is? And you have the whole stick. You're not missing anything. You don't have to scrape and dig out of here. But do make sure that your lipstick is at room temperature, because if it is hot, this is going to crumble and you're going to end up with a mess. Now this is a prime example of what happens when you do not do them when they're cold, or at least at room temperature. This sat next to my candle and it got warm and I didn't think about it and I went to go pull it out, and this was room temperature. This was warm. So do not, and that is rolled all the way up, don't let them get warm, because I have had to scrape this one out. Anyway, so once you have your color out of the tube, you're going to need a spoon and a lit candle. And the lit candle needs to be in a glass. It can't just be the candle itself. That would be dangerous. So, once you have the candle lit, that's warm, you are going to put the color that you just pulled out of the tube, you're going to put it onto a spoon. Like this. This has already started melting. So I put my lipstick on the spoon, and then on top of my candle, I put the spoon. And you can see now why you would need a glass candle, because you can see my terribly mismatched bottoms. Anyway, you can see why you need the glass to hold the spoon on there. Okay, so for the most part it is melted. The little bits that are in there will melt once you mix it in. So very carefully, and your spoon is going to be full. Some of it might drop in the candle, so if it's your mom's favorite candle, my suggestion would be not to use it. Okay, so very carefully dump the contents of the spoon into your container. Now, as you can oh, I didn't even do that on camera. My bad. That's what you're doing. You're dumping it into the container. As you can see, there is quite a bit left on my spoon. You can take a knife. Really, you're gonna end up wasting some. So that is why I don't use very high-end lipsticks, especially when depotting. I know that there are other methods. This is just what's worked for me. In between colors, you want to wash off your spoon because you don't want to unintentionally mix colors. But anywho, so now you have a nice little pot. You can clean up the edges of it if that's going to bother you, which it bothers me. Clean up around the edges and stick your cap on it. Let it cool before you use it or you will burn your client. So here it is. Neat, pretty. Okay, so I didn't get to finish the whole collection because I just looked at the time and I have to take the little monster to the vet. But this is what I did get done, and I have one that's finishing here. But I really love them. Once again, very portable. You're not worrying about all these. The caps on these are supposed to be universal, but really they'll fit one and then they'll fall right off of another. So you're not worrying about that. See what I mean? Whoops. But anyway, works for me. If you have any questions, any comments, any concerns, leave them in a comment below, or you can also inbox me, and I will be happy to either reply to you via comment, or I can also make a response video if there's anything that you need to know. So thanks again for watching, and I hope that it works great for you guys. Leave me messages, send me pictures. You can add me on Instagram, and my Instagram is Lexies Trends, Lexies Trends, and that's my personal Instagram. But I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you soon with a new video.